Right.
Bring in the boss one, I'm gonna get mine. Go do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't tell me how you're off and down. When you're smiling in my face, but you play me like a clown, it's your fool bitch. So just step back, I'm mad that when I come down straight. I thought you were my piece, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's think. Let's roll! I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. For what people stay, they sway. For today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises all the time. Don't cross the line, but you know it's mine. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll.
I will die. Get something in your rigger. 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 I will die. Get something in your rigger.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? 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 Who you wanna roll with?
It's
All
Santa
right.
time.
Live from the Mad Hatter Dispensary at the Queen's Garden Party.
No, we can't say that. We're not at the Mad Hatter.
We're not at the
Dispensary.
Mad. Yeah, we're not.
We're at a building associated with the Mad Hatter Dispensary.
Next door
that
to
is
Mad Hatter.
filled with disgusting, awful dildos and things that haven't been washed. Goddamn place hasn't been, dusted or anything, sanitized even. But we're here, running strong.
Sure it has.
Through, I don't know. I looked in that back room. I don't have any confidence that went through the proper hazmat type cleaning you need to go through. Let me paint you all a picture, and I'm going to be sure to make a special project out of the footage I got from that room. But if you've ever watched any backrooms videos on YouTube of just like the eerie kind of like empty like office or like some room, it's definitely like that, but more with like a deserted sex dungeon vibe to it. And it's terrible. It's awful. And it shouldn't have been allowed to, be that as a business, but up and up, 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 and up, up. That's the song of America. I don't know what I'm doing. Lefty, say something.
I'm something.
That's you failed. You failed.
I'm
hard.
busy over here.
Busy doing what?
I'm trying to get our stream up and running, and
we were supposed to have that done before you played the theme song.
Okay, we're good.
Are we?
All right, we're live on Instagram.
I can't.
Are we live on Instagram? Yes, we are.
Dealing with the camera bullshit.
Okay, we're good here, and we're off there. All right, we're good.
Okay, and I'm just gonna back this up a little bit.
All right, let's roll. I'm gonna roll up some. Girl, can you grab me a pineapple donut pack over there? Pineapple donut, if there's any left. You're gonna be able to hear us?
Yeah. What?
Okay.
What? I'll be able to hear.
No, that camera.
That'll be fine.
But we got a good camera here.
We got speakers playing in the room. I would be hard pressed to find that we aren't heard. And you know what? I would think if anywhere right now in this room, I'd want to be heard. My cries for help or just
No,
anything.
it's not made for that.
I
So,
couldn't
we're-
imagine it was.
We've moved on to better things like Mad Hatter's private stock.
Yes.
This is called Pineapple Donut.
My favorite of the three we featured today.
Pineapple
We had
donut.
an indica in the cheddar
Ah,
cheese.
thank you, sir.
The just you threw off my game.
This is juicy, sweet, and tangy with a pineapple taste and subtle sugary tones. We like the sugary tones.
I just had two vibrators thrown at me. I don't
Is this
feel
a vibrator?
comfortable. Yeah, you just threw
This is a vibrator.
vibrators at us.
No, we don't want these.
Stop throwing.
This
why?
is not. We got food on the
This isn't
table here.
weed.
There's food here.
I am not. I do not keep. I don't own those. but
No.
I did- no,
No,
no, no,
put that
no,
back.
no.
We don't want them here. Take those back. They're
Jill.
gently used. Try it out.
I-
Take it for a
Julie,
ride.
work. Why
Take
don't
it
you
for a spin.
Pop it in an orifice and find out. Props. Yeah, they're.
Oh my.
We
All
were
right,
trying
so-
to forget about that.
Yeah, we're moving on from that stuff here, I think.
Are we?
Are we?
I don't think you can move
Are
on.
we?
I don't think when you keep the inventory on full display like you do. Let me just, if for anyone who's not listening, I don't think I know for a fact there's no other dispensary in New Jersey that you can also get a dildo from. And I'm not going to detriment that, but I'm not going to say it's a good thing.
Well, if you're married and you're in a good marriage, and it's a helpful tool sometimes.
You tell that to the one over there in the corner. Again, tell that to the one over there in the corner.
That's El Rampador.
That's not to race. That's
That used to be.
I know. I'm playing into
See
it.
how they prank El Rampador?
That my bits
El Rampador is a hero to many. And look what they do to him.
They penetrate his butthole. Prolapseanus.com. Elephant trunk.
I guess we could do a shock jock show considering the building we're in.
What I think just
Oh, nice big fat bud in this one. I like
yeah.
that. So yeah, pineapple donut,
Donut.
from Mad Hatter Private Stock.
So let me tell you a little bit about the pineapple donut here. So you're gonna get your nice mood uplifting elements from the pineapple half of this, and the donut's gonna give you a nice body buzz, a pleasant body buzz that will lift your mood. Also, it pairs well with the pineapple. So I find that those dessert kind of pastries really are good for body buzz and uplifting your mood. So if you want to buzz your body and feel real good, take some ecstasy. No, I'm kidding. Get the pineapple upside down cake. If you have ecstasy too, that's fine.
Or shrooms, maybe some shrooms.
There's this excellent Family Guy bit where he talks about like when he did ecstasy back in the 70s. It's just like it's the most amazing experience you've ever had, but kids don't do it. It's just like you'll definitely hook up. You probably won't, but you definitely will. Like you just do it. Just the idea of a father selling their kids on ecstasy is wild.
All right. This is very lovely smell here.
Lovely. That's the only lovely smell in here.
I just got a facial.
You can take that for what it means in this building.
I got a facial. The new kind of facial that we're doing here in this building is cannabis facials. I just got a cannabis facial.
It's
As
where
opposed to oh, never mind.
it's where a man infuses his bodily fluids with THC and then spits on the lefty's face.
Ew. What is wrong with you?
Lots. Doctors are still working on that answer.
We're gonna smoke a blunt of pineapple donut.
I like how you can openly ask me that question when you've got that racetrack set up over there.
That's not my racetrack.
You feature it too much in conversation for it not to be on your ownership on some level.
I don't own that. I asked for a bigger one. I asked for a bigger.
I like that. I don't own it, but because it's not big enough.
It's not big enough.
I want to be able to race my
I
monthly.
won't endorse that.
Lefty wants to be able to race his 20-pound monthly fine on that thing.
That big one in there. That 18-pounder.
I have a feeling Lefty
That's-
goes to a meeting that's very similar to like the vibe of when you like the Oh, you're turning that down. I thought we had to pause.
Yeah.
The stock car races, but instead Lefty just brings his 20-pound monthly fine. He's just like, oh, this is going to win because it's heavy. And that's the reality of that. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend as well, other than the nonsense comments we're making here. We've got some nice weather going on here in New Jersey, transitioning over from the harsh winter we've had into the whatever season of March. Words. We continue to see growth within the cannabis industry in New Jersey. I gotta say, if you guys haven't come to Mad Hatter yet, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, they're probably the best opening menu I've seen in a dispensary thus far. Usually when I see a dispensary open, their menu is very compact and very small. This is very vast. These are all words that have probably been said in this building. It's very large and very vast.
All these things have been said before in here.
Different contexts. But this is...
You also sell what?
The right cough for every job. White cough, black cough
Different colors, different sizes.
for different gaps.
For
Wait,
different.
how do you? What's the Chinese variant? What's the Asian variant? What do you call that? What's your Asian variant?
My Asian variant
Variant.
of what?
You have a variant?
The white one, the black one.
That would be naturally brown.
You need to have all different
As
colors,
long as it's not yellow.
shades of colors,
Shades,
different shades.
shades,
What's the size?
shades, size. Lefty likes large gap filling cough.
I think we've strayed too far from the
Yeah, if you're gonna say stuff
being
like
vague
that-
about the THC element of this.
You got to say it on the microphone if you're going to say horrible things.
Horrible. They're questionable. The back room is horrible. That's what's horrible. Let me go back to that earlier. I was saying
Can we
that
do
earlier.
black light tours? I want to do a black light tour.
No. For your own safety, don't go back in that room. I can't believe that it's been hazmated the way that it needs to be. You go back there, and there's just first of all, you notice that the floor is softer than this floor that you entered from. So it's that kind of like medical foam wood.
It's the millions of dead people.
He's referring to sperm, not dead bodies. Moving on. Then you see the drapes, the medical curtain drapes, not, furry hotel drapes. No, these are medical curtain drapes.
Mud flaps.
No, medical curtain drapes. And
That's mine. Yeah.
there's a screen in the booth
Thank
of
you.
each one. So you're you do the, and then there's like two cameras, the top of the end of the hallway, watching it all. It's one of the most deplorable things I've ever seen in my life. And I hope it's converted soon into a speakeasy for sampling their products, which I think they should do.
It is. It
I
already
think-
is.
No, I mean, like, you guys could easily turn, like, they have a
Oh, the
cash.
booths.
You could turn like, first of all, clean that to all hell,
Make the booths
bleach
into
it and
a
burn it. Then
private smoking booth.
no, like, you could have like a little menu of like products you could sample. It'll like a little thing would come out and be like, here, take your hit.
The dab bar could be back there. Different dab bars with different stuff. Yeah,
And you hire different employees that have to stand
Yes.
behind there and feed them the dabs.
each booth has a different type of dab.
Yes,
Oh, that would be great.
it would be.
There you go. There's the new booth idea.
Or a hot box booth.
And a hot box booth. And a hot box booth. And you totally enclose a booth and you go in there and hot box.
And you definitely won't
Yes,
suffocate to death at
hot
night.
box booths. Holy crap. You already have the booths. You just have to enclose them.
Yeah.
You have a TV. Oh, fire hazard. Damn it.
No, you could. So if you get in there and you have like a box system that doesn't completely cover the head, or encase it. Yeah, like that. You put those in there. Yep, there we go.
You want to try
Done.
that? Let's try that.
I don't know how to work that, but let's do it. You seem knowledgeable of it. Why don't you go set that big boy up? Waka waka.
Okay, just checking my messages. I hope y'all can hear us out there.
I hope.
Radio land.
I wish we could. I very much wish that we had that element where we could just be like, play a record and just put on a song, and then take a break, and then not even just to take a break, but just to like. I love that element of just like being able to play a song and then segue into something else after you get back. Love that. It's a old concept that is.
We can't do it because we're not copyrighted with those.
Well, we would have to like
Karaoke.
we'd have to buy a radio license or
karaoke. Can we do karaoke?
or just,
We'll do
we
karaoke.
just get our renditions of each of the songs.
Yeah, we'll just sing our own songs. I need commercials on here. I'm gonna start making commercials.
It's just like a play record.
Yeah, we'll play records, do commercials.
Blue ba-da-dee-da-da. I don't know the rest of the words. We're going back to the show.
So it was very busy before. So now that there's a lull, I wanted to grab a quick few minutes with you. So how was your experience being like you were like a bud tender kind of today?
It's not my it's not. I love bud tending. It's not my first time doing it, and it's one of the great things about this industry that I love is that you get to interact with people, and you're definitely telling them stuff that they haven't heard before, at least at this point in the industry, and possibly even into the future. It's really, really cool. It's like meeting someone, like that rare instance you get in life where you meet someone with like identical interests. Well, this is just all about weed, and you're talking to people that also smoke weed, and then sometimes you get someone who's like exactly your vibe of weed, so you two like really talk, and then sometimes you get someone that's very different, and you get to educate yourself more on what they're like. I had a gentleman today, he won't name him, but he said he suffered from epilepsy, and we were talking about like how his specific dealing with epilepsy was that when he'd wake up, it would be kind of a disorientation because he was trying to realize, like, through the grogginess and everything, that, if everything around him is fake or a dream or something. And I suggested simply, I'm not a doctor, I'm only someone who looks into this stuff, that it could be a focus issue or a lack of awareness issue, which could be boosted with a intake of myrcene and pinene. So it's like things like that, and the conversations you get to have, and just a sense that you feel like you're helping people, and that's really something I did not see within my life being a part of my like job or what I do. Not that I don't like helping people, but that I never thought I'd be in a position like my father's an emergency physician. I never thought I'd be in a position like, obviously not like he is, but I do get to feel like, I am helping people's day-to-day lives and how they, feel, which is, it's a good feeling. So that being said, tomorrow I'm going to start doing a home-taught elective heart surgery. I have a nice gentleman who really just loves vodka, who lives near me and is willing to go under the knife if I get him one. So, we're going to see how that goes.
That's a great idea.
I know, right? It's and you know what? If not, skin clothing, whatever. What was it? Jeffrey Dahmer, or is it who made the skin clothing? I forget.
Ed Gein, and I'm glad you're bringing back third world stuff to America. I love that.
Is that third world? Is it really?
Fourth world.
Jeffrey Dahmer was. I don't think that's right. It's not that I think it's inaccurate. I just don't think that's the right adjective to describe. That's like saying Charles Manson was just too extreme, and that's it. Nothing else to it. I definitely think that's the wrong adjective to describe it. Jeffrey Dahmer. He was a little outlandish. He wore people clothing. The outsider. It's like they had in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right out of like the first year of COVID. They had the episode of a recap of 2020, and throughout the episode, they're hinting at the election was stolen, Washington outsider, hated by the press, also hated by the liberal media. They're hinting at all this, and then at the end, it comes to a point where they're just like, none of this would have happened if Trump got elected or not. And he's like, what? What do you mean Trump? What are you talking about? It's like they relist all those things. Like, yeah, Kanye West. You all voted for Kanye West. Yeah, 100%, man, absolutely. It's I forgot where I was going with that, but entertaining. Happens often. And I'll lose my train. I'll just be happy I got the thought out. If I didn't, if it didn't land, well, you know what? I don't remember. So it's like the plane crash didn't happen. Potomac.
Which one? There's like been 4 lately.
There was literally in New Jersey recently, they had that one FedEx plane that had their emergency land. And you saw, I believe, New Jersey Garden State of Mind posted a reel about this. It was just a plane taking off from Newark. It was a FedEx plane, and its wing was fucking burning. So, yeah, really some fire people at the air traffic control right now. We had this discussion, DEI midgets and whatnot. DEI. It sounds like a dirty, bureaucratic gremlin, the DEI dwarf. What the hell are you? What racist shit are you? God, that no, stop it.
We got to celebrate our differences.
Man, I haven't seen something that politically correct since the Small World
When
ride.
the whole world sings together as one. We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate our differences. Cause it's beautiful.
No, it's not beautiful. They just said. How can you be a part of a group called the Wheelchair Fellowship when you watch shit like that? You'll be truly inducted into that hall, that society permanently when you play something like that, and someone truly just takes your legs off your body.
It is terrible. I'm sorry. Can I take that back? I take
No,
it
you
back.
can't.
I take it back. No, I'm taking it back.
It's recorded. How are you going to
Taking
take
it
that back?
That never happened.
I'll call it out if you edit it out. He didn't play the racist thing that he said. He's trying to hide it. It's a commercial. There's been you know what? Can we go through the list of commercials over the years that have taken the air because just terrible or insensitive? I remember I saw this god awful commercial of the Quaker's oatmeal, and it's just a bowl of oatmeal on a human body, and he comes home to his wife in sexy lingerie, and that's when I turned the commercial off. Because what the fuck, what kind of salvia are you smoking before you eat oatmeal? For fuck's sake, you be sexy time with the oatmeal people. No, what the hell? It's terrible, absolutely terrible. I find that I'm finding way too much of that cringe shit, and whether it be from the future or the past, lately.
A man walked in here before with a box, comes up to me, walks right up to me and says, opens the box. And it's a toy that was used. He says, I'd like to return this, please. I said, you have to go next door, sir. He's like, oh, nobody's here?
This should be sexual harassment.
It doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit me anymore. I grew out of it. I'm like, I don't care, sir. I don't want to hear your story, how you grew out of it. I go next door.
I like that idea. He gets frantic. He's like, wait, it doesn't fit me. No, I don't. You just go next door. Sir, you have to help me. Sir, this doesn't fit. It's covered in cum. I can't.
I almost cried. I have PTSD. From that guy coming up to me with that used whatever it was and saying, hey, I need to return this.
The worst thing.
My biggest fear.
Seminal disorder. Let's use the
whatever it is, I got it. That too. I couldn't. What am I?
He kind of insisted it on him.
I was cornered. He ran up to me like I knew something.
Did you ever think about who's been sending those people to stand outside your car while you're smoking?
Yeah, why are you sending people to my car? Stop it.
It was like $40, $220 is split between two guys. Like, you go over there and beat off in your car. You go over there and don't break eye contact with each other at all.
Those days are over.
No,
Those days are over.
You have to really kick that up a notch. Like, I think you need to get yourself some like troubled street men.
He looked familiar.
And
the guy that came
employ
in.
them on a cheap scale to keep Lefty in line. I'll even do it. I'll hire a couple. I'll what is it? Whatever they do, like for salvia or whatever, just to keep that on, just to like gas them up, to fuel them to do whatever to you. And then come over to me. I'll just be like, hey, no eyes. Look down. Get out of here. And that's how my prostitution ring would start. See, I'm making all fronts today. I'm going to start heart surgery on vagrants, and I'm going to become a pimp. It's all about following your ambitions and response to your reality. And my reality right now is that I'm in what looks like to be a birthday party inside of a sex dungeon. And you have to work that in your mind and just say that, despite the surroundings, you're safe. You have to tell yourself that, because otherwise you break. It's
not that anymore.
There's so many situations in life like where people have been put in those corners, and then they're blamed for killing a bunch of people or driving into a lake or something. And how are you going to blame someone if they drown in a lake? I don't know, but disrespect for the dead. I forgot where I was going.
I know that tablecloth is giving me a seizure.
That's a lie.
I'm telling you,
because you're not. You're just bothered by it. There's a big difference between looking at a black and white hallucination and having a seizure.
Get up close to it.
He says, I think this is giving me a seizure. Let me go look closer at it. Good God.
Oh, shit.
Shit indeed. I gotta
oh God. The Ryan Reynolds interview.
I think.
Well, let's check out this weed that I just rolled.
Lefty will be Ryan Reynolds. I will be what's her name? The crazy woman in the Just Friends that was like a crazy slut all over him. And I'll just annoy the shit out of you. Oh, I didn't know who that was. I just went with the Just Friends.
Pineapple donut, fire and hole.
Yep, he's firing his hole, guys.
That's been said before here too, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, you're doing
all
it
these
now.
things we're saying today,
and you're the one upkeeping the tradition of orifice blasting. So who's the monster here? Society,
the government.
What's left of it,
Oh my. Wow, it's tasty. And it's big. That's tasty and big.
So I'm just gonna. He's spiraling down here. The point I talked about recently on the mini cast I did is I thought an interesting. Yeah, so many. What would be the in 4 years? What would be the most absurd follow up to what we're dealing with now? And when I was smoking the other night, I thought clowns. Just literal, like we're dealing with a metaphorical clown show now. We get actual clowns within the next administration. We get, oh, thank you. Do we have an ashtray? While I talk a bunch of nonsense.
You're talking on it.
Oh, yeah, I am. Hold on.
You're talking on the ashtray.
No? Nope. And they'd be clowns only in theatrics. They'd be very serious about the society and making political change because at the end of the day, the freedom of America allows them to be clowns. And it would be I think the one I followed that with was funnier because it was mimes and the fact that a cabinet not being able to give verbal confirmation to each other over anything like nuclear like launch code would be like, and that would do nothing. That would do nothing. But it would be very funny to look at. Sorry, I'm washing back, coughing because blunt. You know, making sense. I'm saying words. That's enough, right?
We dabbed out this dude before.
Dab a doop, deep dab
and
dab.
he was so dabbed out. He's like, water, water.
Yes,
I had to go get him a water real quick. My kingdom for a water.
that was.
Those are things you hear at the dab bar now. You don't hear that anymore here.
Yeah, you don't hear stories of people drinking water here anymore. No, except just then.
Yeah, that's a new thing.
Hydrating.
Yeah, hydrating is a new thing that we're doing in this building.
So who?
People here were dehydrating
The
themselves
two
here.
women who were here.
They were dehydrating themselves here while they were here. Like about
There's a hair on this microphone and it's bothering me.
Oh my
I don't want
God.
to touch it.
pull it off.
No, I don't want to touch it.
Ew. It was
Those two women who were here earlier were from High Grass Farms, right?
Yeah, who was here before? That was High Grass Farms.
Are they a
Oh.
vendor or another dispo?
Grower manufacturer.
Well, High Grass Farms, if you are hearing this, I enjoyed seeing you guys today. We enjoyed having you and wash everything you brought into this room.
I'm telling you, I'm going to do black light tours for $5.
Yeah, and then it's just like, well, the black light used to be seminal mess, and now it's all just vomit because people vomit when they see the array of purple. No, it's the underneath of my bed, and let's just like keep those conversations off the microphone.
Your
All
room
right,
is purple.
the fact that my mattress will not separate from the bottom area anymore. I need to stop eating glue. That's the end part of that. It's
Ew.
just
That's
listen.
my sampler. Ew, brother. Ew.
It's a trick because how is the baby going to come out if it's stuck together? So yeah, it's like an insurgent. It just blocks off the passageway for childhood responsibility. Wanna bump a bump bump. Glue dick.
So you're sending people away
And I
next door. No, from here. Next door. Go next door.
there's no one in here except us.
And then they go next door and they're like, no, this isn't what I wanted. Yeah.
They go in here, they're
some
like, well,
weed.
this is bad. And this is all
Well,
awful.
wait a minute. This is no good. Well, we're in here and this is no good. So, hey, we're even.
No, in all fairness, though, I've seen a lot of reception. Everyone seemed to have fun
Man,
today.
it's so much fun here.
That sounded less convincing.
They literally sold like $3,000 with this.
That sounded like we have fun here that said at the frat, but when they ask you if you're hazing, your brothers, like, no, we have fun here.
We had fun.
Yeah, that's not convincing.
We did have fun.
It's just not. My brother used to be in a fraternity. I never understood. Like I definitely understood like a concept of like brotherhood to that degree, to some degree, but like to the point where they're like, he'd tell me like, oh yeah, we nailed the pledges underneath the floorboard and gave them LSD while we partied. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Uh-oh, Michelle wants to dab out. It's dab time. So we just wanted to pop on while there's a lull in the action here.
I'm building my momentum back up. Give me one moment. Stand by.
Just came on to say hi.
I am high, so there you go.
Dude.
What time is it? Oh, I can take. Okay. It's time to remedicate. Now,
It's 4:06.
yeah. That's why you're shaming Peter down right now. It's me. I'm kneeing down.
What's up, Chris? Chris in the house. PPP is right. Fights are on in a couple hours. I think they start at what, 7?
7-11.
Fights are on at 7. So I'll be home for that.
People get punched. Dude fight.
Yeah, people get punched in the face.
Yeah, and my favorite thing about UFC fighting is the grapple. I love that. It's very funny to see, especially when they're like way into the fight and they're just like, just like the slow kids at the prom dancing together. It's very funny.
Taking a break. Sometimes I got to take a break.
Sometimes you just gotta put a brown stick in your mouth. See? Right here. Sometimes you gotta, inhale the brown.
So I have a
Sometimes you gotta
cake.
show the brown.
Butter cake.
Brownie.
Here we go. Classic brownie from Butter Cake.
You also tried earlier the Camino edibles. What did you think of those?
Oh, that was an edible. That was yummy.
You put it in your mouth and chewed it. What did you think it was?
I didn't know.
Anal suppository that I didn't know it was an anal suppository and ate.
I didn't taste cannabis. It was great. It tasted like
Camino's good. They
dude.
really flavor that up. And if you focus, you can taste the cannabis. They have another one. My favorite, honestly, is a pineapple habanero, spicy edible, very good. Crabs. So
this pineapple donut is fantastic.
I'm
I'm loving this.
I feel gleeful.
Man. Woo.
It's good. You definitely feel the pineapple behind your eyes too. Like the spikes of the pineapple just bearing in your eyeballs.
It's checking all my boxes here.
At my box.
Yeah, that's been said here before.
I hope not like that. I hope no one's ever just burst out. My box.
All right. What's a list of things we could say here?
And also at a church.
Uh-oh. They're moving. There.
None. There you go. Canceled. Bye.
What's going on there? The dab bar is moving. The dab bar is moving. The dab bar is moving.
Don't get. You're just so high right now, man.
Am I that high that I'm watching the dab bar go by?
It's always been over there.
Wait a minute. The dab bar moved. What are you doing?
Form an army and burn buildings down. Seems rational.
They're playing with the Puffcos.
Playing with their peas. Your wife's trying some.
You hit it twice.
Mm-hmm. They're trying out some dabs.
Did you hit it twice? Yeah, just give it a minute. It'll vibrate. Oh, God. I said these are things that you say here now.
I say,
that
son,
we said
you got to keep
before.
your terminology appropriate for
So-
the cannabis industry.
It's vibrating. That's been said here before.
I say, son, you do not know when to take a hint as to when to stop with the sexual innuendos. I decided to start talking like Foghorn Leghorn because it's fun.
Your rig is vibrating. Sorry. Excuse me.
And I would have done everything I needed to stay away from that concept altogether. I just, the teeth.
I'm meeting lots of new people today, I tell you.
It's people we didn't want to meet.
Lots of new friends I'm making today.
Hey, you're making friends. You're making parking lot connections. Lefty's being.
What's that? It keeps them far away too. Keeps them. Well, yeah, it's good. You want them to get arm's length. Oh my goodness.
Arm's length.
Oh my.
Their tripod.
That's a scraper. It's a floor scraper.
It's just awful back there. I can't stress that enough.
I think it's cool. It's a part of history. You know how many famous people were back here?
What?
Yeah, famous people. Like governors of New Jersey.
Did he?
I won't say which one, but yeah. Allegedly. Of course. Maybe they all come here.
The real question that we don't want answered is how many animals have been in here?
You ever have a donkey in here?
I think you guys should do yourself a disservice and look through the security camera footage. All of it in its entirety here.
From when?
And just make a movie night out of it.
There's no cameras in the booths.
There's cameras. But just see people walk out and the little actions they do before and after. See a guy walk out and he's just like,
we've seen it. We've sat here and seen it.
Posted online. Oh my God, that's friggin' hysterical. Yeah, and that's how you can raise money for the dispensary. You can blackmail the old clientele and say, listen, we're going to put this all over your job.
What's the matter with you? Yeah, right.
It's a joke.
They're all coming over here. It's the end of an era. That's right.
I think the primary emotion we're dealing with today is disappointment. And that's
I'd be happy to come
something
here
we're not responsible
like
for.
you guys have weed now too?
Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of I kind of get annoyed when they're just like, oh, I'm like, but it's cannabis. Like, but I want
well, that's the next door. Everything is next door. You go over there. They got everything.
See him walk away just like this disappointed child who's like, I can't get my things. Me. Ridiculous.
Twice. If it doesn't vibrate, then you got to hold it till it turns on, or it needs to be charged.
That's also something that's been said here before.
It might need to be charged.
People getting laid.
That's been said here before. It's dead. The battery has a thing there.
Get one of those balloons and hail some helium.
Oh, I thought we were going to do that. Yeah,
where's the helium tank?
Where's the helium?
They took the helium tank.
Oh, okay. We could do a balloon then.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a show on
Squeaky Lefty.
Let's do that.
I can't. If I do, my stomach will explode.
Why?
I have a bariatric stomach. It's very small.
So wait, so I can do it though?
You don't have a surgically altered stomach that's the size of a small banana.
How do you know?
They call it a hunch.
No, it's not a hunch. I have no hunchback.
I'm gonna scream. Make him sad.
I don't walk like that.
I'm gonna start doing that to people.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go up to people who have perfect spinal alignment and just make them feel subconscious that they might be a hunchback. I don't know, dude. You look a little Notre Dame. You got a bell tower too. I was about to say gargoyles, but then I think I was confusing it with the cartoon where the people turn into gargoyles. But the show, I think it was just called Gargoyles. Strange. The gargoyle. What is that? Oh, Hasi. The dab table. Okay, Lefty.
All right, just setting up another dab table.
Do it up. Do it up.
Here's our balloon.
Is it working now? What's up? It's a little drafty in here. I think it's the fans that you'll adapt. How's your day been so far? It's been eventful. I'll say that much. Definitely.
A lot going on here before.
Oh yeah.
It was a little busy before.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm gonna do a show on helium.
Oh, there's Lefty. Lefty, how you doing? Lefty, tell me what you think of this current environment we're living in.
I don't think I did enough helium. Oh, there we go. All right. Welcome to Mad Hatter. Come on down, 845 Route 1, Avenel. Oh, yeah. We got the gas.
Yeah.
We got the gas at Mad Hatter.
You sound like
You don't have this gas, but we have other gas.
22-year-old man.
We have cheddar cheese gas.
I have to get home and study for my trade class, and then get up to work at my bagel shop in the morning.
When's my voice go back to normal? There we go.
There you
There
go.
we go. I'm back to normal now.
Wouldn't it be terrifying if you had something you can inhale and make your voice deeper?
You got any nitrous?
Make
Where's the nitrous tank? I thought we were doing nitrous too. No.
nitrous
Come
great.
on.
Make nitrous great
No
again.
nitrous. Make nitrous great again. Okay. No,
What's your record of Tylenol PMs? Mine's 30. What?
what's your record?
Nobody asked you what your record was? Okay, that's
Oh.
I just like. Yeah.
What's your dab record?
I would die if someone came up to me having butt tenders like, "What's your record of Tylenol PMs?" It slips one in his mouth. Mine's 30, and he just passes out right in front of you. Oh, incredible! Lefty's grabbing a charger and battery. He's getting his stuff to charge it. So yeah, everyone, we've been having fun here today at the Mad Hatter. We are not in the Mad Hatter right now. We are in a building associated next to the Mad Hatter. Definitely go. Was that careful enough? Which next to the Mad Hatter, my articulation bugged for a moment there, but we're having fun here in the vicinity. Please come check out the Mad Hatter Dispensary. As I said, I have been paying attention to the cannabis industry for a while now, and they easily have the most vast menu opening up. Very impressive. The staff here are wonderful, very knowledgeable bud tenders. People running the building are very knowledgeable guys, and the important thing is that they care about the community. And that's something you really don't see enough within dispensaries nowadays. Value that. That's a command. You need to value that, because if you don't, you'll be on my naughty list. You don't want that. I'm just saying words now. They're over there talking. Lefty's doing his thing. Lefty's feeling self-conscious about his image. He's sad he doesn't have that Hollywood frame. Lays. Chip toss. He got laid. Boom. I did it. I know. That's why I did it. It's beautiful. We got a whole array of munchy food over here, too. It's really cool. We got chips. We got cookies. It's a whole chips, cookies, and weed. I mean, what else could you ask for? Not much. Oh, it'd be awesome if we had a chimp that worked here. Lefty. Little chimp doing the podcast with us. How awesome would that be? Little chimp. Yeah, I would love that. I would love that very much. Dress him up. He'd roll our joints. Lefty wants us to get a tiger. Yeah, a tiger. A tiger can't roll J's. A monkey can roll J's. Yeah, that's the dream scenario for me. If I were to get a chimp, his name would be Theodore. I'd dress him up in like very dapper clothing, and I'd come home he'd be reading the paper in the chair, and I'd ask him to roll up a J for us, and he'd do it. And we have a cannabis guest here today. And being greeted and embraced by everyone. We got some good staff over here. They're nice and friendly. They'll make you feel welcome. Not only that, but I find that they're willing to take more time to talk to you about the product than other dispensaries will. And I say that, reassociate myself. I say that not because I want to vilify other dispensaries. Again, I've said over and over again that we need to be an industry that's not only together, but for the people and for the flower. And a lot of dispensaries are pressed to move a line along and to keep things going. And I think not only they do the balance here right, but they also skew it more to the side of taking time for the people. And it's cool. It's cool. It's really cool when you see people that care like that, especially about flower altogether. We got more guests coming in right now. I'm gonna just what's up, guys? How we doing? So people showing up. We got more people coming by the dab. Maybe we can get some people come over and talk to us about what they got from the dispensary today. I hope you guys, please, if you guys come by the Mad Hatter and you then revisit the cast, please tell us what you got. Please share your experiences with the products on the in the comments, or message me or Lefty, and tell us what you thought. Anything you want us to do different. What do you got?
Did you get that here, Chris? He had the Agrees RSO gummies.
Ah,
It was from here.
Yes, I believe that's the those words. I'm trying to remember the name. The people who make it's a vape brand they started with. What brand did they say it was?
Agrees.
Arrow. I think the people who made Arrow did that. I want to say. I might be wrong. But
All right, my blunt's dead here. I gotta roll another one. That was really good though.
oh,
I have to eat my brownie.
yo, my dude, I love those sneakers.
oh,
Don't.
yeah.
No, dude, you got the one up there. That's a big pun. I love those. Those are hot. Wow, that's a fire.
So
Definitely fits my color scheme.
I'm gonna try this butter cake here.
The butter cake, the butter cake, the butter cake.
Butter cake, 10 milligram.
That and a variation has been said here before. Butt her cake or butt in her cake.
But her cake.
Cake in the butt. Boof cake.
Oh.
You ever watch that
Oh.
episode of South Park where they I forget the premise of it, but they just come to like eating backwards, as in like putting the food in their ass. Yeah. Very good.
We're gonna eat backwards. Oh, that's funny.
It's really
Who
funny.
does that?
South Park is. I feel like they've definitely fallen off recently because they haven't been putting you don't see them doing seasons anymore, and that was like a big part of my fascination with them. Is that so? Hear me out. When they were doing seasons, they had a 7-day turnaround time for episodes as far as making it. Now they do specials, and 3 episodes of specials versus the timeline they worked with before, less impressive in my eyes, honestly. Exactly. I mean, it's you'd think that they'd be really active, but I think it's really, if I read these guys properly, it's creative differences they're having. But Yeah, it's it can be destructive to a whole vibe of a show.
Lefty, you might need water. Get a water? Got a resuscitation kit?
There's water on the table. That's the last one.
Water, like, but no, this is what we're trying to do. Is really
So-
truthfully,
I think they need. You know what I've noticed though? I haven't seen a lot of cannabis movies lately. Like you remember you used to see those in theaters. You don't see those really in theaters anymore.
They're coming. I said before here too.
Mark Hamill's going to be in the new. It really struck me because it came out right during Thanksgiving. It's the story of Jesus, but I want to say it's like Lemony Snicket or something tells the Bible or something. I have to look. It's more specific than that, but it's just odd. It's an odd writer or whatever they call the Lemony Snicket, whatever his thing is, and Mark Hamill, I never saw as much of a religious person, more of a spiritual person. Oh,
Come on over here.
you could. I'm just saying you're not going to be cut off by. Oh, sorry. Oh, fair enough. You have to get him an anonymous bag to wear over his head for being on camera.
Well, there's a mask. There's a mask over there. There's a mask over here.
That's been said here before.
That's been said here before. All these things have been said here before.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there are times like this where it's just like they hide all the racks and everything, the inventory in the back, and they just have open room night.
Well, when you take a hit off the dab rig, you're like, here, suck it, suck it. Well, that's been said here before.
I didn't.
That's been said here before. Hit it harder. Hit it harder. That's been said here before.
I'm going to scream.
All of these things have been said here before.
I'm trying to think.
We're not bringing nothing new to the table here at all.
It fell off. That's what's said here before.
It fell off. It fell off. You broke it. The tip fell off.
I grafted it on.
You broke the tip.
You can make a hole anywhere. These are all things that have been said here before.
So yeah, there's.
I like to. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put them out in the street.
We're gonna
get rid
put
of
these
them.
guys out of here because they're really getting disgusting.
That's we've been worse. We've been worse.
And we've
before.
actually been worse than this. We've actually been much worse.
I think we do fine.
have
for
no
the
idea.
the dying element of radio.
You have no idea where our brains have gone. You don't understand the things that have happened here.
I don't think we know a lot of the things that are happening.
Yeah, we can't even imagine. The
We don't
things that
want
have
to
happened
imagine.
here.
We
in
don't
this
want
room.
to. It's like that's like.
I don't. I have an open mind. I can imagine things, but I've been surprised. They put a surprise on my table.
I feel like
It was a lock. It was a box. It was a metal thing, a metal sheathing, a sheathing metal with a lock on it. Why would you buy a metal sheathing with a lock on it?
Was it a chastity belt?
For men.
Was it a chastity belt?
For men.
That's disgusting. I don't know why you're doing that to yourself. Like
I
you're
didn't
saying,
do
"You
it.
Bad.
This
I'm
is-
gonna stop talking.
This is how they torture me. They prank me here. They think it's funny.
Is that how they
You see,
prank you?
Ian
They-
had
they-
even more devious ideas, and he's laughing right now because he's like, what am I going to do now?
One
Yeah.
night one night they roofied Lefty. They woke up with a chastity belt on him.
What did you want to? Oh, you wanted to put a hole in the rubber thing, the big one. Put a hole in it so that my microphone had to be in the hole, and I had to speak to the.
So there's a
No.
in Arizona. There's a clown motel that's clown themed. I vote that we drug Lefty and leave him there.
Jimmy said no because you're destroying beautiful property.
No, it's and you know what? There's clowns staffing the hotel. There's clown pictures all over the hotel. And it's in the middle of the fucking desert, which is even better. So we leave you there, and where the fuck would you go? You'd have to go ask the clowns for help. And then they'd be like, "Oh, you're lost, are you? That's terrible. Why don't we set you up in a room for the night and make sure you're locked in so no one can get to you?"
Did you see the clown masks inside?
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. Why is that back? It's $10 more if you want to wear the clown mask while you beat off. For God's sake. It's the Pennywise booth with hands and everything. You get the big talon hands to shaft yourself with.
The clown mask is extra.
Yeah, you see someone walk out of there with like big talon, like Cruella DeVille hands and like a clown mask, and they're just limping.
Oh,
That's terrible.
there's too much stuff to talk about in here. There's still stuff on the walls. There's still stuff here. There's a homegrown sign with things underneath that I can't mention.
We had a call earlier on the landline for this building. People thinking that this place is still open, so I decided to answer the phone. And so it was, hello. I said, "Hey, what's up?" It says, "Hi, are you guys still open? Do you have the I forget what he has, something in stock?" I said, "No, we sell ham now." And he said, "Oh, okay." He just hung up. It's funny to me that this gentleman called under the belief that he was trying to reach his local sex shop and was instantly told that that place no longer exists. We sell ham. And he just was like, "Oh, that's sad, sad. It happens time to time when, like your friendly neighborhood sex shop closed down. You just sell ham. It's the flow of life and business, as just this is what happens when Lefty leaves. I'm left to ramble on my own. Market of ham. That's something that's been said here before. The pig. It's a pig. It's a pig. I say what you guys should prioritize in getting here at Mad Hatter Dispensary. When you've gotten your flour taken care of, when you've gotten your cart taken care of, get yourself some Old Pal Baba Sugar. I love this stuff. You feel your synapses pop in your brain almost immediately after you ingest some of it. It's delicious, and it's a good uplifter. And 3 ounces of sugar for $30. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. So come on down to Mad Hatter Dispensary and grab yourself some Old Pal Baba Sugar. You can mix it with your root beer. People still drink root beer. I don't feel like I see that as much anymore. Like I don't know. I definitely don't see Barks. Barks still exist. They're out of business. Someone's dying over there. Big Pun, don't die. Don't die, Big Pun. He lived. It's going to be fine. Everyone's putting themselves on a lifeline here. Just hitting these dabs. Coughing themselves to death. It's a vibe, coughing yourself to death. I've often said I need to match the vibe of suffocating. That's just how it is. What do you want me to do? Lefty's over there taking a dab, watching me derail and waving at me while I'm just running this train into the ground. But that's, sometimes that train's got to sail. That train's got to sail across a wide ocean of train water. Do you like train water? It's Amtrak train water. How'd you guys enjoy the dab? Good? He said recuperating. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. People say they're recuperating. Lefty did a dab so hard he had to walk to the left slightly. And what do you do? What do you do? I'm going to take this time to do something for myself. Please be sure to check out Bucketman_TV on the Instagram and Bucketman TV on the YouTube. I just started my podcast series, the Bucket Cast, where we talk Magic the Gathering, cannabis, and much, much more. We just uploaded episode 4 recently, where we dedicated the cast to the late George Lowe. George Lowe, if you're unfamiliar, was the voice of Space Ghost and many other Adult Swim characters. Truly a voice actor unlike any other, and he will be sorely missed. That is a racetrack for vibrators. They're pointing to a Hot Wheels track over there with vibrators on it. It's wild. Just take an examination of the whole room over here. These guys, it's a lot to take in this room. It's a lot to take in altogether. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, check out Bucketman_TV on the Instagram, Bucketman TV on the YouTube. Other than the podcast, I did start a mini cast series also called What Is on My High Mind, where I ramble about what my high mind is thinking at that time. We recently covered the administration of clowns and mimes within America that I thought would be interesting as a follow-up of ridiculousness. That was fun. And, 420 is going to be coming up in a month. We're going to have a lot of interesting dispensary. That was my vape falling. Dispensary events throughout the month. And if you've ever been to a 420 celebration before, you got to get to one. They are something like none other. It's a good time altogether. Really, any cannabis event is great. They're a lot of fun. You get to meet people. You get to cough yourself to death. And everyone loves coughing themselves to death. I mean, I love I always said my favorite part about smoking weed is the thought that I'm not going to be able to breathe. So that's always fun. But here we got Lefty's clapping, doing the special clap over there. Hey, flippity clap. What's up, my friend? How we doing? Yeah, come take some. So what strain did you try, my friend? Hybrid? Did you enjoy the taste on it? Mid? Nah. What you usually go for? Sativas or indicas? Mr. Indica. What about you guys? Love it, love it, love it, love it. You guys strictly flower, or you guys dabble all over the place? I love that. Yeah. What do you guys usually go for? Like, when you smoking your sativa, will you do it for like productivity, or are you trying to just stay awake and aware? Stay awake and aware. The Limelight Live Resin by Timeless, I very much enjoyed. I felt there was definitely some cerebral activity there, but more than that, it just felt it charged my social battery, which was the big thing I took away from that. Yeah, I like Timeless is a good brand for live resin. Absolutely. What are you guys getting into today? Anything good? Watch the fight tonight? I've just been heard there's a UFC fight tonight. It's one of that dude has like a real fat beard. That's what I remember from what I saw. But you guys big fight fans? Just casual. What do you guys do for work? A what? What about you? Handyman. That's how are you doing right now in this environment with the airport? You're getting by. It's all you can do. And you know what? Just stick with it. Like, God bless you, dude. Like, it's tough right there right now for you guys. And it's not even just the working environment. It's like you saw that video of that FedEx plane taking off from Newark the other day, and its wing was on fire. You guys could just be working, just like, oh, look, that's just another day, whatever. It's wild. I remember when recreational first started happening, and I'll often go down to Florida to visit my best friend. And I was smoking a joint outside the airport before my flight. This guy comes up to me in an orange vest. He's like, "Dude, I didn't even think about that." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Smoking outside here." I was like, "Yeah, dude, this isn't the UN. You can smoke here. It's fine. Relax. It's recreational. Like, there's no easing into legality. It's just it is." It was a great it was a great thing being able just that how good it felt to be able to just smoke outside the 7-Eleven, outside the airport. Cop walks by, all right, that's the end of the discussion. They can your car can reek of weed now. They can't do shit. And I love now that their response like since then has just been overall to do less because they can't do that sniff test and instantly know that they're gonna make a good dent in their quota. It was it was nerve-wracking when I used to drive and I know like it's the end of the start of the month. But it said one thing. But I knew if I behaved myself, but I also knew that cops could just make up reasons to pull you over. And it was just like always nerve-wracking driving and just being like, oh, there's one behind me. I guess we'll see what happens. Got easier with the pens. Yeah, absolutely. What I don't miss though is a start where they were glass. So if you dropped it, you were fucked. That don't happen now. But I remember that used to happen. Well, it happened once I was at work. I like felt my heart sink. I was like, is my dude even gonna answer right now? Like, what the that's right. Another thing I don't miss. The dealer. Like dealer for anything else right now. I've people timely and always have been for anything else. It's weed. When you're dealing, especially back then, when you were dealing with weed, you always felt you had an extra 20 to an hour window to deal. And I told people once to start, all my friends, like, dude, get on your edible game now because people are creatures of habit. They're going to go right to the dispensary if you start pulling that bullshit and saying, like, I'll be there in 20. And the other, yeah. And the other thing is, too, you got to, they're making, the ones who are still buying that stuff, I'm not going to say what, but there is some element they're putting in that to make you come back. It's either them or the person they get their weight from. And it's because they know that they're creatures of convenience. And instead of going for an edible route or legit, poison it. It's blows my mind constantly. But at the end of the day, you can't expect people who are dealing that shit like that to value cannabis the right way. Because, like, I can count on one hand the amount of times I've had a dealer in my life who's come out with, like, briefcases, like, yo, I got this, like a moon rock cart, like the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas kind of style of, like, the variation. Like, maybe 5 times in my life I've had that. And those are the people who care. Those are the people who care right there. It's very rare and few that you find those people like that. And back then, they always when they disappeared, it's because they got popped because someone just couldn't keep their mouth shut. That's another thing I don't miss. But we're worrying about people having to keep their mouth shut about a good thing. Now it's just like be louder about that good thing. It's a dispensary. They need more attention.
If you're growing weed, don't tell nobody. Is that we on that now?
The more you know.
Don't tell nobody. People tell me all the time, hey, I'm growing weed. Look at my pictures of my plants. Don't show nobody pictures of your shit, man.
Don't show everybody. Like, if you have people you trust.
Anybody.
No, if you have people you trust, like, definitely share in your art. But, like, don't go to, like, everyone just, like, showcasing your shit. Like, there's people out there, they know what I'm talking about. The person who's always looking for an extra reason to glow, and then they end up getting themselves in trouble in one way or another.
You're not anonymous. They know where you're at.
Yeah, well, they're never smart enough to be anonymous. They're
Siri
always
is
putting themselves on
listening.
blast.
Siri hears everything.
Yeah, that too. Are we turning that thing on? That thing's dangerous. You put that over your head and hit it.
Are we gonna hit that? Can we use that? I think they're gonna use it. They're gonna put weed in that thing. Oh my! They're gonna. It's a helmet. It's a weed helmet. That's pretty crazy.
Yo, my dude, I gotta ask you though, where'd you get those shoes, by the way? Remember that.
What was it?
PatrickEwing.com.
Oh, PatrickEwing.com.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Love it.
Nice.
These 35 on Amazon. The pants will go great with those shoes.
You want cookies?
Good.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Help yourself. Please. I'm working on this mountain of food by myself here.
Well, this is snacks. It's not food.
Do they plan on like eating all this?
No, definitely
Yeah.
not all of it.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I will.
Oh, okay.
It's in front of me. I'm going to eat it.
That's
It's literally.
that's an
They
impulse
should not have
problem.
put this in front of me. Why?
Set yourself up.
You don't know why this is so bad for me.
I love how she's calling you out on that.
This is the worst. I can't get away from these chocolate chips.
That's not the first time that's been said. Here.
That's been said here before.
That's also
been
been
said
said
here
here before
before.
too. In a more creepy sense, you look pretty good.
Anything that you can say with weed.
No, but
has
that
been said here.
specifically, I don't think anyone said that in a charming sense ever in this building. You look pretty good. No, I don't think it's ever been said like that in this building. No, never. No. I just I can't picture it in my head. Cookie.
See, that's the ones I want right there. Those are they put those in front of me. I had like 5 of them.
The dock discs.
I work for cookies. There goes a happy
the New
man
York
right there,
Times
though.
posted an excellent cartoon a couple weeks ago. I think I told you about it. And for everyone else's reference, it's the Cookie Monster standing in front of a cookie factory, and there's a representative at a podium saying, "Mr. Monster does not stand to benefit from any of the benefits from his position here at the cookie factory."
That's great.
It's so good.
I wish I had my sampler. I'd applaud that.
I wonder. I forgot what I wonder. Oh well. I'll tell you what I'm excited for. When I get to go home and eat the first meal I've had all day. I've eaten a waffle today. Because my body was, I don't know what was going on. I'm going to get a different kind of disgusting here. I don't know what was going on with my body last night. I just was, my stomach was making all sorts. I felt fine. I didn't feel uncomfortable or in pain at all, but it was an orchestra going on inside my stomach. And I definitely, like, I've always had a good immune system. So I think this is definitely just more my body just like flushing out something. But my God, it was more, I've never had a night like that as far as the illness. It was strange more than anything else. It wasn't painful, it wasn't uncomfortable. It was just strange. And that's my body for you all. The workings of it when it is
That's
flushing.
been said here before.
Let's start a new segment where I stick a colonoscopy camera down my throat and just like, now we're going to do a segment called Inside Me.
Said here before. Said here before.
Said
here before.
If you told me you found a colonoscopy tube in here, I'd be even more disgusted. I'll tell you that.
It's a colonoscopy.
Yeah, it's just like that's on the other side of the
hanging
booth.
on the wall.
No. That's on the other side of the booth. It's just hooked up to someone, and they're just looking inside.
Colonoscopy camera.
Oh yeah, that's hot. The inside of you.
You got a back room colonoscopy camera.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was like something that they just like they did legit colonoscopies here. They're just like, yeah, no, we're like, listen, we're butt touching professionals.
Colonoscopy cam is $10.
Shaft your ass for $5 with a camera.
You want a color? You want it in color? It's $20.
You want inner in-home security camera footage? You want in-you security cameras? You can watch all the viruses eat away at your insides from visiting this
Can
place.
never use this camera again. This camera's been in there too deep. Oh yeah, see, the cookies are right here. We're gonna start charging for the cookies because you come for a cookie, we have to interview you. That's what we're gonna start doing. Interview people. If you want a cookie, you have to do an interview.
I want a cookie.
We want to know the first time you smoked weed. How old were you? Yeah, I want to. You got to come up here and we'll talk about it. You got to. Yeah, come on up.
Right over there by the laptop. Yeah, you're good. Here, move over a little bit.
Gonna miss us. You can't see me.
Sir. Yeah.
What's up, man? What's your name, bro?
Antonio.
Antonio?
Yes. Sir.
I'm Lefty. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
What's the first time you smoked weed? How old were you?
12.
You're 12.
Yes.
And what's the story? Was it a blunt? Was it a pipe? What was the story
Um,
behind it?
It was a little weird. Cousin was taking a shower. He's like, "Yo, hit this out the door." And
We with your friends?
no, my cousin was in the shower out the door. He's like, "Yo, hit this."
Oh, that you were the show.
Really?
No. He passed me the blunt through the door. I was like,
Through the shower door.
all
He
right.
was in the shower smoking weed in the shower.
And he opened the door and passed me the blunt.
That's not the weird part of it. It's being passed it for the first time through the shower.
That's great.
Yeah, it was. Hey,
Were you sitting on the toilet at the time, or
no. I wasn't even in the bathroom. He opened the bathroom door.
the bathroom door, not the stall door, the bathroom
like
door?
The actual bathroom door. He passed me the blunt. He's like, "Yo, hit this," and that was my introduction to it.
That's
for the first time.
great story.
So from there, you I guess dabbled every now and then. You know,
Oh no, every day.
every day. All right, you
Every
just
fucking
you,
day.
you knew right away. And you know what?
Well, I didn't have that freedom. My aunt was kind of on us.
Yeah.
After that, she caught us like instantly. I hit the blunt in the fucking staircase. She walked up and I was like, "Oh
That's-
yeah,
that sucks.
my house, nice."
That's
Yeah,
that
literally,
sucks.
I got caught the first time ever.
minutes after. That's the worst.
Worst panic too, dude. I thought I was dying.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a special kind of panic that comes with getting caught with weed.
no, but it was fun. Like at the end, we all ended up laughing.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like my aunt knew, but she was like, "Bro, come on, fuck." Like in the staircase,
Yeah.
the kids are here. Like
Mother's got a mother or
It was a
aunt's
setup.
mother. Yeah.
It was a setup.
It's a setup. He
it's fucking
said.
conspiracy, dude. Like ain't no way you knew opening that door, you were gonna like. There's no way. Like yo, hey, hit this.
She, you know what she did? She probably smelled it from the shower before it got past you and was starting to head
Yeah.
up that
He
way.
knew she was coming up. Was like, yo, hey, take this. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. It was like ultimately funny as fuck at the end.
Have you traveled to any other states that are legal and tried?
No.
If you could get on a plane right now and go to another state that's legal, where would you go?
Say yeah, I'll go to Jamaica. Straight
you
to
went.
like what they would say the motherland of it.
Love that.
I
Love
want
that.
to
Love
smoke some like home, like grown.
if you guys were looking for a more feasible trip to Jamaica, take a 3-hour car drive over to Massachusetts,
Ooh.
get an Airbnb up mountains up there.
Mhm.
You do that, you're almost guaranteed to see a shooting star every night. You hit the dispos out there, you go hiking or
They'll let you with like a New Jersey ID.
dude, you can buy there absolutely. It's Massachusetts is a wonderful place to smoke. Especially you get up in the mountains area,
I
and you,
personally didn't know any of that.
dude, you'd love it. You guys would have a ball. Honestly, it's quiet too. Like especially some of the areas out there where you're
Yeah,
going.
the Poconos is like that. Poconos is very quiet. The most you'll see is like a bear. You don't really see much out there at
Have
all.
you traveled outside the country much before?
Cancun,
Okay.
Puerto Rico, and that's it.
Do
Nothing
anything
crazy.
cool when you were there?
Got high with the family. I wasn't like the weed was shit, but
The only experience I have
yeah.
traveling internationally was when I was in high school. We went to Canada. Coolest thing I did there was dog sledding. You ever, dude? If you ever go to
Didn't they
Canada,
make a movie about that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We
They have
gotta- we
well,
gotta
a couple
go-
of them. There's Balto, the animated one. I don't
No,
think
no,
that
no, the actual. It
the
was
only
the
one
bobsledding team.
that's a Bob. Yeah, the
Never
Cool
mind.
Runnings.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, that
Yeah.
dogs.
See, I'm already there. I'm already there.
Definitely recommend if you ever get the chance in
Mhm.
Canada, go and find somewhere to go.
Yeah, yeah.
You get there, you meet the team of dogs.
Mhm.
They're all sweet as can be. You're not hurting them by doing this. They love to run, and the way you control the sleigh is with your weight, not through any bush or anything like that. It's all through your weight, and you just got this. Especially now in Canada where you can smoke, so you just get a J. You're out sunset, the mountain
Glorious
snow
shit.
area with these dogs pulling you ahead.
Fucking glorious.
Oh, dude, it's
I
the
can just
tits.
see that hair in the wind, type of moment.
There, I'm
Like,
not. I will always
chilling.
complain about the winter, but at the end of the day, when it's a moment like that, or like a good Christmas moment like that, I'm
Oh,
nothing
no,
like
no,
it.
I
Absolutely.
take the winter over summer. I'm fat. I don't like to sweat, dude. Like, you get me to a point I gotta do this. Done. Going right back home.
You know
I
what?
don't want to be out here.
That became an element for me too. But I love being able to go. I love going outside, and I find that it's so much harder to get outside through the deep cold than it is the hot summer.
Oh, dude.
Because at the end of the day, hot summer, like if either I wait till the night and get go out in a tank top and be a little bit humid, or the day and I'm sweating that off and then I'm like, oh, whoops, a couple pounds less on the scale. All right.
I'm not even worried about that. Whatever.
It's a
We
incidental
have
win.
reached-
That leads into my next question. What is your favorite munchie food?
Oh my God. Honey buns.
Honey buns.
Honey buns.
Oh man.
And if you get high enough, you can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the honey buns.
Wait a minute. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the honey buns.
If you warm it
Oh,
up,
come on.
if you warm up the honey buns,
Have
they
you ever
disintegrate when you bite into the sandwich, bro.
had a goober before?
No.
Peanut butter, jelly, bacon, egg, and cheese.
What
Dude,
the fuck is
it's the shit.
Where?
There's a couple bagel places in Jersey that'll do that. You can do it. Honestly, you can do it better on your own. Honestly,
That sounds-
more basic than that. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a cinnamon raisin bagel. Dude, the salty sweet. It's
crazy.
so fucking good. It's so good. I tell you, you wake up in the morning, roll yourself a blunt or hit your concentrate, cook your bacon, cook your eggs, do the whole thing. It's delicious. And then the peanut butter jelly element, the jelly just adds to the sugar sweet. The peanut butter, it adds just peanuts. It's so good.
bro. I put peanut butter on my oatmeal, so it's like I'm
I never thought about that. You know what I did start doing the past couple of years? Peanut butter with the ramen. Peanut
Right.
sauce, peanut butter.
Peanut butter on oatmeal?
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Peanut butter on oatmeal. I never heard
That's like super
Or
filling
if-
right
if
there.
You wanna go, if you want to go a little heavier, you put like a spoon of Nutella in it. But don't throw it in. Spin, kind of like let it,
So you were
like nut. I love nuts in the oatmeal. So like
said here before.
it's been said here before.
crushed almonds.
But crushed almonds, I love all that. But peanut butter, that's yo.
Yeah.
So
Almond butter too. I have almond butter, no sugar.
do you vape your flour at all?
Do I what?
Do you have a dryer vaporizer?
I wish, bro. I've never done that before.
So I'm going to teach you a little trick because you seem like you're a guy who enjoys something tasty. So get yourself a dryer vaporizer or some way to decarb your weed. But this is usually the easiest way to go about it. You get yourself a dryer vaporizer and vape your weed out. And what you've done by vaping it is you've decarbed it like you would prepping it for edibles.
Okay.
So you go to the store, you get yourself some all natural peanut butter, the real super soupy stuff, everyone, like the real liquidy stuff. Spread it on your bagel, your bread, your toast, whatever. And then sprinkle the bud on top of it. Throw it in the microwave for a minute. All because you've decarbed that bud, all the oil is going to seep into the peanut butter. You got yourself a firecracker right there.
Dude, what?
And you pick your strain right. You know what direction you're going.
Oh, it's fucking great shit.
That right there too. What Lefty's got right there. Lefty, show him that. That is the shit. That is sugar. That is 3 ounces of THC sugar right there that you can put in your drinks. It's so good. You feel it on your brain almost instantly. Bobish, old pal. All right, good. Old pal, reach out to me. I love your sugar, and I want more of it. I want to shout about it more, but with your coordination. But anyway, yes, that. What other cannabis products have you tried in the pack? 21 and over here. Most dispensaries are, yeah. All products are 21 and over.
Read the scroll.
Scroll at the bottom. Refer to the scroll at the bottom. What other cannabis products have you indulged in besides flower concentrate?
Edibles.
Edibles?
Butter.
Okay. Have you tried hash before?
Nah, I haven't gotten that lucky.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't gotten that lucky.
This hash over here.
I know, I'm on the job, man. I know that.
Want to try it?
My name's not Rob.
It's a Z-Pie hash I just got the other day.
No button, just
Just pull. It tastes different on that, right?
real simple. I like it.
Can't go. Yeah, right. This guy's susceptible to coughing, or he doesn't have his guard up enough with that stuff. I don't know which one to land on there.
That's good.
Oh yeah. The vapes in New Jersey are definitely worth it, and you definitely get what you pay for. I will say, I do wish that we talk about this on the podcast all the time. Wish these prices would go down. New Jersey, we got to get on that because and I keep saying this over and over again. We have many people that reside in New Jersey that are dual residents between Florida and New Jersey, and I've had many people tell me before that they prefer going down to Florida to get their stuff, and that's why I keep saying, like, New Jersey, we got to wake up, because at the end of the day, we compete with Florida on a lot of levels as far as people going back and forth.
No, we don't compete on any levels when it comes to cannabis. Florida versus
What I mean is that there are people who have property in New Florida, and people have property in New Jersey. And as a bud tender, I've heard that they rather keep their medical card down there rather than up here. That's what I mean. Not directly competition wise between dispensaries. No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
No, the medical cards have been dropping.
Lefty.
The price of weed is actually.
It has been getting better. Yes.
And also, people have seen the implications of carrying medical marijuana, or it does for your life insurance and everything else.
What do you mean by? I haven't heard the life insurance. Talk to me about that real quick.
If you have a medical marijuana card, is almost like you having an unintended DWI on your auto insurance.
Okay.
It shows that you have a medical preference for smoking. So when you go for life insurance, health insurance, or anything else, you will never get a superior class. You will always just get standard. So having a medical marijuana card, saving a few $1,000s, or the fact that it is something that's disclosed on your HIPAA,
Right.
is a big issue.
Then they don't. Obviously, they probably don't go into the stipulations of your use.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had a client once before. She took Anabuse, which is a shot that gives you an upset stomach if you reach a level of alcohol in your system, which is like 0.001.
Mhm.
Okay, she had just gone through a horrible divorce. She was very wealthy. And the minute the insurance company saw that, okay, she went from superior to standard, and it ended up costing her probably an extra $1 million. So medical marijuana cards are only there if you want to save a few bucks. Other than that, it is actually hurtful in the long run. And once you get it and it's on your record, you're done. You've already been marked scarlet letter. And everybody that looks at your HIPAA, everybody knows about that. And that makes you more prone to do what? Stupid things. Look at Lefty. He put tape on his headphones. Okay. It's just that's the bad impact of all of this. So if you want to save a few bucks, be prepared. It's going to cost you a hell of a lot more in the long run.
Heed the warning, everyone. I didn't know that about the insurance. That's crazy.
I didn't know that about my headphones.
That's what? How did you not know? Did you
Who put tape on my headphones?
you saw the blue when you put them on your
No,
head?
I never saw that before.
Okay, cool. Just denial right off the bat.
I saw people on TV doing it. It works.
Putting tape on their headphones.
No denial.
Tonight.
Rob is not a lawyer, but he did stay in the Holiday Inn for a year.
What does that mean?
Same way. You have to hit, no, that
Okay.
doesn't work for that one. That's mine. Is that mine? Yeah, the other one you got to probably hit it twice. No, there's a button on the front under. Yeah. Very funny. They start hitting it. On the front, under the bowl. Yeah, hit it twice. And if that doesn't do anything, did it do anything? Hold the button. Hold it in once. Yeah, just hold it for a second. And it should go ooh. And now hit it twice. And it's warming up. It goes ooh. And then when you turn it off, it goes ooh.
Yeah, I was asking for paper clips earlier. We got to unclog those.
All right, so I got a huge blunt rolled. Oh, monster blunt. Here we go. All right, are we done with the podcast?
Are we? I don't know. Are we? You are the one to elect that.
We've been on for an hour.
Have we? I think we got a good hour in. I'm surprised my phone's still recording.
Hour and a half.
It's on the battery. That's why.
Hour and a half.
Well, you make the call if you want to end it. I can talk more, but I'm good either way. If you feel baked and need to.
Well, let's see. Who haven't I interviewed? Rob, how old were you the first time you smoked weed? How? 6. Was it a blunt? Was it a joint? A bowl? Oh, that's right. You told me this story. This is the funniest story ever.
That's awesome.
At a Kiss concert. Oh, that's great.
Classic.
That's the best. Fun for the. Well, I know you got in
Different
for
time.
free. You were probably backstage hanging out with Gene and Paul, the boys. First row, hanging out. Yeah. Oh man,
I picture him next to Gene, just like 6
I can picture you. That's great. Your dad was almost like a pastor, right? He's like kind of a pastor, or very involved. A deacon.
Yeah, they're.
Real estate for the Presbyterian Church in New Jersey.
It's one of the few positions within a church that's like not as committed as not just the deacon is one of the more less restricted positions within the church as far as like what you can do with your life, right?
No. A deacon is just it's a given position. From what I'm trying to understand, it's a given position, but it's just a position of honor.
Oh, okay.
It's like a layman.
It's
It's a layman in a way, right?
it's like being
The foreman.
My father was a launderman also. A launderman was like a councilman in a town in Switzerland. So it's an honor that the church will give you for what you've done for the church.
Right. There's no restrictions.
The
or rules.
the one.
No. My father was an accountant. When you're, it's like it's part of, we would call it a board of the church.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
He did
sense.
business, he did the grounds, buildings, when churches can't afford their space, what will normally happen is somebody from the Presbytery will come in will find another local church and they will try and collapse the two together so that they can keep one church going instead of trying to keep two fledgling churches.
That's not how baby churches are made. When one church gets pushed together with another church, and then the little tiny church.
And usually the next church is usually purchased by an Asian community as the
Wait,
church. It's
really?
Yes, it's
Just how it.
it's like it's like cable. The worst cabling in the world is in South America because they're so cheap.
Okay.
They always buy the shit at the end of the day. So if you're on a suspension bridge in South America and it falls down, it's probably the fucking cable. Yeah, it's just unwritten business.
Cabling, everyone.
Ball
It's-
bearings, a 7-vector valve, and cable.
You heard it here, guys.
That's been said here before.
That's.
7-vector valve.
All of these things have been said here for years.
You can't walk that horse in here. Okay, fine. We'll let you.
Yeah, right here. You ever have an animal in here? He says, yeah, right here.
He's not.
Like a service
Did a
animal.
horse ever walk in here? Don't make him give him another reason to pour him back to you.
a donkey-
That's why I was trying to be direct with that. Why would you be afraid? I have no idea of what's going on here. I'm just asking questions. What are you afraid of? I'm going to be like, I was that horse.
I was. I've been asked. I've been asked before. How old were you the first time you smoked weed?
How old? 15.
What's your speed as far as indica? Like you're more active?
Sativa for sure.
More specifically, I always ask, when you think back to the first time you smoked weed or the most memorable time you smoked weed, what was the high like?
What was the highlight?
Yeah, what was the high like? Like at that time that you go back in your head when you think smoking weed and that one time you revert to most often in your head as a memory, what was that high like for you?
I think I was standing on like a red light for like literally 3 times. Like it changed so many times, and I was just standing there, and I didn't realize until like that's what I think that's what happened.
You like a good zone out weed.
I definitely did.
That's what that tells me.
I didn't know, that was my first time, so I didn't know how I was gonna feel, and I was like walking home, and I just felt like I was there for like a minute, waiting for the light to change, and then like later on I realized I'm like, wait, did I like stand there for 4?
How long have I been here?
Oh my god, I don't know, but yeah, I think that's it.
The haze vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I saw another dispensary recently that I hadn't seen in a long time? Headband. Headband. It's a strain, basically named because
Oh,
the high would
I
feel
see.
like you have a band pressing on your head.
What the fuck?
It's you know that kind of brain press or kind of brain activity you feel with like certain strains, like you take a hit and you feel like it's like surging in your head. So it's that kind of surge that it feels like it's just right here.
Interesting.
It-
Do you like it?
I
You like the sativa, right?
yes, I've only had Headband Street and Black Market, so I have to go back and actually try Dispo to develop an actual opinion.
Okay.
But I love sativas too. I like a good active sativa. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies?
Do you write, read, music?
I like to read.
What do you like to read?
What I like to read? Lately I've been reading self-development books, but I like to read dirty books.
I recommend. I'm not much of a consistent reader, but when I find something I like, I'll read it. 2 years ago, I went to go see Stephen Wright at the Count Basie Theater. I've seen him a couple times. He's a comedian. Lefty probably knows who he is. Very dry comedian, and he was signing and giving away copies of his book. It's called. No, now I forgot. No, now you maybe forget the name.
No way.
Look up Stephen Wright book.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a story of a child like him in the perspective of a child like him in elementary and high school in the 60s.
Okay.
So it's just a very odd child.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that I definitely recommend watching a couple of his some of his act first before you read the book. And
Okay.
all of it will vibe better with you.
But what is it? Like, does he like
So
fall in
his
love with
jokes.
someone or like with pot? Like what?
So his jokes are more
Dry.
one-liners and dry. So
I like dry.
like I poured spot remover on my dog and now he's gone.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I brought the book with me. It's one thing that stuck out about it to me is that the way it goes from one point to another within the stories, and then we'll sometimes just move on to a completely different story or timeline within that book.
That sounds
Within one-
confusing.
Not remember how that used to be. It used to have that kind of consistency with books you'd read at a lower level.
I guess.
So like it's not that it's inconsistent, but it's like, okay, the next story is like, oh, it's fall and it was summer before.
Okay. I see.
So it's not like as in on point to
I see what
point
you
to
mean. I
point
see
to
what
point
you
to
mean.
point.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
And I think he did that on purpose because that was the style of a lot of like books we would read back in obviously the 60s were the dawn of it, but learning patterns, methods had changed much throughout the years. So
My question, after you smoke that, what's your favorite munchie food?
It depends on the day. If there is like things like this,
If there's cookies in front of you, this is your favorite munchie food right now.
yeah, like, but if there's like fruits, then I would rather that, like, like, like strawberries and like watermelon or
yeah.
like like grapes.
this. I'm done.
You just tried to hit the lollipop. That's great. I love it. That's been said here before.
Because then everyone will want to try it. Nobody will
There was a point I was trying to go to before that. Do you have favorite fast food for when you're stoned?
I already did it. John tried
I don't really like to eat fast food anymore.
John tried it.
Like I haven't really.
When you're too late, when you're too stoned or lazy to cook for yourself when you're smoking, what do you usually get?
I don't remember the last time I did that, but I would maybe get. I would get McDonald's fries. I would get Burger King's chicken fries, and I would definitely get Wendy's chicken nuggets.
I will mess up some fast food stone, but you know what? I'll mess up even quicker. Sushi.
Sushi. I am not a fan of raw fish.
Have
Or
you
just
tried
raw
sushi
anything.
before?
Yes, don't like it. Hate it.
What were? If you don't mind me asking, do you remember what you tried?
I do not remember, but it was definitely just.
I implore you to try something shrimp tempura, cream cheese. It
I like
delicious in a roll.
I like shrimp tempura. I like shrimp with like the tempura sauce. That's it.
Do
So
you
good.
like
Fried shrimp. Oof.
ramen dish, like a good
No.
ramen bowl? Have you ever had one?
I am picky, so picky, so picky.
Do you eat the
Um,
prepackaged ramen?
Definitely, I have definitely. I am guilty of that. Yeah.
So imagine it's that with more high quality noodles.
I know, but like it has a bunch of stuff in it, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't need all these things. I just want the soup, honestly. Like I like the broth.
The broth is so refreshing. It fills.
That's
your
what I
stomach.
want. I would literally eat a whole pot. Like I mean, I would I guess
Drink, yeah.
drink. Yeah.
Do you have an air fryer?
Yeah. Do I have an air fryer?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Start if you have the proper basket for it. I put broth in the air fryer when I'm cooking
What?
my meat. Oh yeah, yeah.
Broth,
Air fryer cooks broth magically.
broth in the air fryer. How do I do that without it?
If you have the basket with the solid bottom to it.
I don't think so. I don't think mine is that advanced, honestly.
Then if you don't, then you
Yeah,
get like
no.
one of the air fryer for safe containers.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I was thinking of mine. And I was like, mine definitely has holes, and I definitely don't have anything to replace it
So, like,
or
if
like
you're-
put on top of it.
If you're cooking steak,
right?
takes all the best parts of the steak, puts it with the broth, and vice versa, broth to steak.
Yummy.
So good.
steak.
What about dessert? What's your favorite high dessert?
Dessert. High
It-
dessert. Anything that is there, honestly. But ice cream is my favorite thing ever.
What's your favorite flavor?
I like strawberry.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, okay, so if I was to choose what ice cream I will have for like the rest of my life,
Okay,
If
she's
one-
getting real big here. Oof, committed.
there's this ice cream flavor that they sell in the ice cream stores, like in back in my country, and it was this like blue ice cream. It was like light blue, and it was called like chicle,
What did it taste like?
like chicle,
What an answer.
which is like gum, I guess. Yeah. It's
Okay.
gum.
So where are you from?
I'm from Dominican Republic.
And how long ago did you move here?
When I was 12, that was like 9.
Do you still have family there? Do
Mm-hmm.
you visit from time to time?
Yeah.
How do you like it there?
I like it. Not
I've
to
heard
live
a lot of
again.
Beautiful
but
things.
Very, very, very.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I would say I wouldn't know, but I've only heard that it's just beautiful over there. And
Yes, it is very, 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 very beautiful. Very beautiful. Honestly, I haven't even seen a lot of it myself. Like I have seen part of it, but not too much of it, even though I'm from there. But I would like to explore a little bit more because it definitely has a lot of.
Now, is this your first job in the industry?
Mm-hmm.
How do you like it so far?
I love it so
It-
far.
And I get the sense you're gonna do great things in this industry. You
I
already
think
seem
so
like
too.
you're good at talking to people.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I want to hand this back to you.
Yeah,
We didn't even introduce you. Who are you? What do you do here?
Oh, my name is Leah, and I am a bud tender
Nice. You're at Mad Hatter. Nice.
at Mad Hatter. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, coming to Mad Hatter.
Talk to Leah. Talk to Leah.
We have our camera. Our camera can't really move too much. Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
yeah.
There we go. Come by Mad Hatter. Check us out. We switch mics, but that's
I
okay.
think I'm probably gonna
I think we're good now.
dying out here.
All right.
Take this about.
I'm gonna be leaving soon.
So we're gonna wrap up here, I think. Please come to Mad Hatter Dispensary. We have a lot of wonderful bud tenders here who are looking to help you and treat you. Not literally, you have to pay for the product, but to the amazing products that we have in array here. As I've said many times before on this cast today, I've paid attention to many of the opening dispensaries within New Jersey, and Mad Hatter has blown me away with their opening menu and the variety and vast amount they have to it. So yeah, come check out Mad Hatter and be on the lookout on the Instagram for them. We're gonna be they're gonna be posting. I to understand trying to have more events like this.
Yes.
And we'll probably try to improvise some home grow advocacy here, where we all gather in this godforsaken room and scream and yell, and just we'll have it be the home grow catharsis room where we can all just come in here and scream and yell, "Why we can't grow yet?" And on that note, Lefty, you got anything to say?
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Jim Miller's back with us. Horse.
They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. Thanks, everybody. See ya.